Hey everyone, how are you? Amanda Hayes here. Today I wanted to follow up with a vlog from a blog, try and say that 3 times fast, that I wrote. If you wanted to see the link, it is below, on self-love, a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. Obviously, this is like one of my favorite shirts. Love is all we need, Spiritual Gangster, check them out. So I am going to give you my top 3 tips for how to incorporate more self-love into your everyday life, because it's so important, but so few of us are doing it, and I promise it is just life-changing. Now, self-love is a topic that just gets kind of thrown around a lot in this world of wellness that we live in. To me, self-love really means acceptance and unconditional love, and the people that I know that work at this every day, because it's not easy to just wake up tomorrow and unconditionally love yourself. So the people that I know that do work at this every day are just so happy, and it really makes a difference in your life. So let's get started with tip number 1. My first tip is to listen into how you speak to yourself and take steps to overcome negative self-talk, because I bet throughout the day there are many times that you are self-sabotaging. Whether it's in the morning and you're looking in the mirror getting ready for work before you put your clothes on, and you're looking and you're saying, why can't I get rid of this muffin top yet? Why don't I have 6-pack abs? When am I gonna get rid of this arm jiggle? I know that you've been there, I've been there, it even happened to me today. So I'll use myself as an example. It's a snow day here. Give you guys a little view. So I was feeling a little lazy, didn't want to put on a lot of makeup to film this video. So in my head I was like, oh, people are gonna judge me, I have to, put on a face. And then I had a moment and I was like, wait, I'm filming a video about self-love today, I should probably just let it all hang out. So here I am in a nice little comfy tee with very little makeup on, and it's a little scary, but I'm doing it because this is all about self-love, baby. So anyway, overcoming negative self-talk is going to help keep your day in such a positive light. Instead of the examples I used earlier with getting ready, or perhaps you're beating yourself up for eating a second cookie when you only needed one. There are so many times that we do this to ourselves, and if we can kind of be present in that moment when we hear those negative thoughts coming in and maybe spin them into something a little bit more positive and reflect on why we are talking this way to ourselves in the first place, it is going to be so life-changing. And I'm going to give you a way for how you can do this in my second tip. My second tip, so instead of fixating on the things that we can't change or things that we are negatively speaking to ourselves about, why not focus on how amazing you already are? Because let's face it, you guys are pretty damn amazing. A way that you can help do this and sort of curate those thoughts for yourself is to practice gratitude. We all know that. Now, how can we actually implement something into everyday life that will help us practice gratitude? A gratitude journal. So this is my favorite. It's a Kate Spade journal, and it says, throw caution to the wind. I mean, isn't this like the coolest thing ever? And it has gold polka dots. I love this. And what I basically do is every morning when I wake up, I write down how I'm feeling, so physically and mentally. How am I feeling about myself today, and how am I feeling physically in my body? And I also write down my intentions and what I'm grateful for. So this could be as simple as, I'm so grateful for the ability to just be able to get up every morning and make breakfast for myself, because that's something that you're doing for yourself every day, hopefully, which we'll talk about in number 3. Or it could be as big as, I'm so grateful that I get to go on this amazing vacation soon with my significant other. Whatever's going on in your life, if you're present to it and you're writing it down and you're practicing gratitude, it's such an amazing form of self-love. And again, it really does help with the whole process of kind of cutting back on that negative self-talk. If you're telling yourself that you're grateful for your body, for how you're feeling, for your job, for your family, because listen, we all have our SHIT, and it's a little bit hard sometimes to practice gratitude when things just seem like they're going downward. But if you do this on a daily basis and then you kind of have a record of it, say you're having a bad day, flip to last week, see what you were grateful for, because I promise you're probably still going to be grateful for it that day. My third tip is to do something for yourself every single day. Most of my clients are obviously women, and many of them are mothers, and what I constantly hear from them, because women are just, amazing beings and we are so selfless, they often forget to take care of themselves. And I always try and tell them that the number one person in your life is you, regardless of how much we love our families, our significant others, because the better that you care for yourself, the better you're going to be able to care for all of those that you love in your life. Now, by doing something for yourself, it doesn't mean that you're going out and spending lots of money on something to make yourself happy, because we know money doesn't buy happiness, but maybe it's making yourself breakfast and allocating an additional 10 to 15 minutes in the morning so that you can make yourself breakfast versus maybe rushing out the door, which I know a lot of us are guilty of. Or perhaps it's something a little bit more like aesthetic. Maybe you want to get your nails done, or maybe you want to schedule a massage, go to a yoga class. How often do we make excuses for our time? That we don't have time to work out, we don't have time to cook dinner, we don't have time, we don't have time, we don't have time. I hear that all the time. And isn't it funny that if you just make the time, because you are in control of your life and your schedule, regardless of anyone says, if you make the time, you can make things happen. So in that same journal, I recommend writing down what you're going to do for yourself that day. Big or small, it doesn't matter. Just make it happen. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you found something valuable in my 3 tips to practice more self-love in your life, and make sure you subscribe, and I can't wait to see you guys next time.